All right. So let's be honest, guys. Nothing matters in tennis this week except for Roger Federer is in Doha. This is the moment so many tennis fans have been waiting for. Roger's big return. And in today's live broadcast, what we're going to do is we're going to be taking a look at his draw and seeing how far do we think he can go? How far will Roger go in Doha this year? And can he win the whole tournament? Can he take off a year? Can he do it at 39? Can he take off the entire year and then come back and actually win this tournament against world-class tennis players? Well, maybe, maybe not. We don't know. So I'm pretty excited. I think most of us are really excited to see Roger return. If you're coming on in, if you're watching this live, or if you're watching the replay, comment and let me know, how far do you think Roger's going to go? Is he going to, I hope, okay, so we have, I hope he can win. Of course, we all want him to win. So definitely comment. Let me know. Not only, we're all hoping he can win. Everybody loves Roger, right? He seems to be almost everybody's favorite player. Let's be honest. And but can he do it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share the screen here. We're going to bring up his draw. We'll look at some of his possible opponents. And we'll also take a look at Roger practicing a little bit just so we can kind of see what kind of shape he's in. I got a video of him practicing. So I'll have some fun here on this live broadcast. Definitely comment. Let me know what you guys think about Roger's chances to win this tournament. Or are we just being a little too hopeful? All right, so first of all, let's go to the draw. I'm going to probably blow this up here a little bit so you guys can see a little better. All right, that's pretty good. And we'll scroll down because the only thing that matters is Roger Federer's name. Okay, so the great Roger Federer is the second seed in Doha, and he's got a bye, so he's taking it easy. And then Jeremy Chardy and Daniel Evans are going to face off. So this is going to be his first opponent, either Evans or Chardy. So first of all, let's go over here and take a look at their head-to-head. So they're 1-1 against each other. And we have Daniel Evans, 28 ranked player, Chardy's 54. He just gave a fantastic match, though, against Rublev, who won. Great job by Rublev winning the Rotterdam tournament. He's 34 years old, 30 years old. Time flies, right? Now they are veterans, both over the age of 30. And they both live in England. Okay. And let's take a look. So they played 2021 in Australia. The result was 6-2, 6-2 for Daniel Evans. Pretty big beatdown there. Oh, man, their match has been pretty lopsided. Then Jeremy Chardy beat him 2017, so it's a while ago, 6-2, 6-3, 6-3. So who do you guys liking in this? Who do you think is a better matchup for Fed? Because really all we care about, we don't really care who wins this match. We want Federer to have the easiest match possible. So who do you think Federer matches best against? I would say he probably matches even better against Evans in that Evans is not going to, outshot make him, right? I think Chardy's a little more of a grinder, and if Federer's not 100% on his timing, could give Federer some headaches. Probably be a little bit more of a physical match. He'll probably have to make more balls, I would think, against a Chardy. Let me know what you guys think. We'll take a look at Roger against both players. So Roger against, so he's got to win against him. Anybody who's got to win against him, you got to be concerned about that because not many people have a win against Federer. So has a win against him. Federer's 4-1 against him. Federer, 39 years old. Can you believe that? Federer is 39. I just don't believe it. Let's see. They played Indian Wells 2018. So it's been a while since they played. 7-5, 6-4. Respectable score against the great Federer. 2015, 6-2, 6-1. Federer put the beat down on him on clay. 2014, I mean, they have, it's been a while. I don't even know if you can count these. 7-6, 6-7, 6-4, pretty tough match right there. And then so look, they've had some 3-setters. So Shardy has given him some headaches. Now I know this a while ago, but I mean, you could actually argue that Federer was, he's definitely younger in 2004. I mean, so this guy can match up well against Federer. He can make Federer earn it. Let's see how he does against let's see, Federer against, that's what I thought. 3-0 against Daniel Evans. Let's see their match scores. 6-2, 6-2, 6-1. Absolute beatdown 2019 US Open. Australian Open 7-6, 7-6, 6-3. Still 3 straight sets, but a little more respectable. And then at Wimbledon, the great Roger Federer at Wimbledon. No one's taken him out except for Djokovic, seems like, Wimbledon. 6-4, 6-2, 6-2. So relatively pretty easy scores for Roger. So we'd much rather him play Daniel Evans. Would you not agree at this point? Let's see what your comments are. All right. Yes. Hello. How are you? How are you? I think he will beat Evans if he plays him. Right. Kurik's going to be a tough one, guys. All right. So that's what we have going on now. Let's go. Let's have some fun here. Can we tell anything? We just want to see Roger in action. Okay, it's been a while since we've seen Roger in action. Let me go back to the beginning. This is Roger playing. This is the only real tennis we've seen him play in 2021. This is him on the practice court. That doesn't look good. So let's watch a couple practice points. And who is he hitting with? Who is that guy? Does anybody know who he's hitting with? Could that be Evans? He's got a one-hander. Is that just some scrub he's playing against? But it's good to see Federer on the court. He had knee surgery. We don't see anything on the knee, so that's good. He's out there with no wrappings. He, of course, looks fit. And one thing that's interesting about watching Federer practice is he's always just so like he is in his matches, but even more so in practice, always so laid back. And I've never really seen him go like 100% on the camera. Okay, he must do it behind the scenes. But whenever I see Roger practice on the practice court, and Paul Annacone got to interview Paul Annacone, he says Roger is a magician, and someone like a Rafael Nadal is a technician, and that Roger works hard but doesn't need to work as hard as like a Rafa, and that's what I notice when I watch him practice. Is this seems like he's going out there to feel the ball and get the feel of it, but he's not going to kill himself out there. See, like that, we know Roger can get to that ball. But whenever you watch Rafael Nadal practice, have you ever gone to watch Rafa practice? He hits like 2 easy shots, and then he's just crushing balls like harder than you've ever seen. He hits the ball way harder in practice than he does in his matches. He goes all out and really is super aggressive. We can see here, Fed, it's kind of interesting. Fed is somebody who can really just turn on. He loves to play in front of the big time lights. So this will be interesting too. Federer hasn't played. I don't know if are they going to have crowds in Doha? Federer is used to the bright lights. He likes the energy of the crowd, obviously, because when you see him in practice, he's much more casual. And we can see right there, a normal guy was, going toe to toe with Federer, and Federer was missing balls, wasn't running for shots. So he's obviously taking it easy. Looking smooth. Man, it'll be fun to watch him play. But do you think the empty crowds are they going to have empty crowds, number one? I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me that. And if they do have more of an empty crowd, will that affect Federer's performance? Does he just need the tournament to get him excited, or does he really feed off the crowd? Is it going to be weird for him to go out there and basically have no energy in the stands? Here he is. He's hitting, again, looking very casual, very smooth as always, and not really running that hard, as you can see. Look at that pickup, though. See, that's the magician right there. That's the magician. Oh, well, That's exciting. Looks like he's very fit. Let's go through more of the draw. So I'm going to get rid of this, and that was fun to watch Fed practice. Now let's go into the draw. Let's see who could be. Are there any Fed killers out there? I think we both agree that his first round, he should get through that. Whether he plays Evans or Shardy, I think we'd rather him play Evans. I think so. What do you guys think? I want to make sure you guys can still see the screen. Yeah. I'll come back in a second for your guys' comments. Okay. Millman, I think he's got to be happy to see Millman lose, because when I heard Millman was on his side of the draw, I had a private lesson with somebody yesterday. Like, oh, Millman's in Federer's half. I'm like, uh-oh, I don't want to see him play Millman first tournament in. That guy likes Federer's ball. He makes Federer play a lot of shots. So overall, good news for us Fed fans that he does not have to play Millman. And let's see, Bashvili, so Cork will probably get through this. This could be a good match, but let's just go with a seed. Let's just go through Cork playing Federer, okay? That could be a tough matchup for Fed. Fed has had trouble with him in the past, and there's been some matches to where, I mean, Cork has made Federer look very ordinary out there, and at times Federer didn't have an answer for him. Let's take a look at that head-to-head. We'll go to Google. We'll type in that, and guys, comment below. What do you think Federer's first tournament in, if he has to play Cork? Would he take Federer out at this point? He had a good tournament last week, and who did he lose to? I think he lost to. Who did he lose to? Who did he lose to? Anyway, look at that last score they had. Cork lost to Fukovic, I think, right? Yeah, Fukovic in the semifinals. So he had a good tournament. He did well in Rotterdam. It's 4-2. So if you're a Fed fan, you don't like this because not many people, again, you can go, oh, he's up 4-2. But you have to remember, not many people beat Rafa, Roger, and Novak. Not many people on the tour have a win against those guys. And so let's take a look. 2019, Clay, 2-6. He got crushed in the first set, 6-4, 7-6, 9-7 in the tiebreaker. I think I remember that. It was like I think he even had match points against him. In Dubai, so we're liking this. We're liking this, guys. In Dubai, that's where we are right now. Federer crushed him 6-2, 6-2. Let's hope that this can be the same scenario. Maybe the court is the same. They played in China. Look at that. 6-4, 6-4. Kind of a routine win there for Cork. They played in Germany on grass. Ooh, he's beaten him on grass, guys. 7-6, 3-6, 6-2. Indian Wells. Oh, man. 5-7, 6-4, 6-4. And then again, something about Dubai, maybe this will be our saving grace. Federer seems to crush him here. So maybe that'll be good for us. But could this be the end of the road for Federer? If he plays Cork, what do you guys think? Will Federer get through this or will he lose? Let's just have fun and think positive and think he's going to get through that. And now you look at who, Denis Shapovalov is the 4th seed. Can you count on Denis Shapovalov to take care of business? I'd have to say in this point of his career, you cannot. He has not proven himself to back up his ranking or his reputation. But let's just give him the benefit of the doubt because it looks like he'd have to get through. Let's see. If he won here, where would he go? Would he have to play Cork maybe? I don't know. How would that go? No. Come out here. Yeah. So let's just say maybe he has to play Shapovalov in the semifinals. Let's say maybe that might happen. So let's go Federer versus Shapovalov. We'll go to the Googles. And we'll go, whoops. Shapovalov versus Federer. All right. See if we can find a head-to-head. There we go. I would doubt if Shapovalov's beaten Federer. Yeah, they've only played one time. That's right. I don't really remember much of them playing. So they've only played one time. Federer's ranked 6th in the world. We're not used to seeing that. We're not used to seeing that. Shapovalov breaking near the top 10. So we're always tough on Shapovalov, but look at that, 6'2", 6'4". I don't see Shapovalov beating Federer. I just don't see it. I think Federer's toughest match to get to the finals is going to be against Cork. What do you guys think? So he can totally get to the finals, and then sitting at the top is Dominic Thiem. So let's type in here. Can they just let me change it there? Ooh, maybe. Will they let me do that? Wouldn't that be great? No, I guess they won't. Get that right? Am I typing that wrong? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see if they'll put that in for us. No, I guess not. Let's go back to the Googles. And what do you guys think? Dominic Thiem seems to be able to outpower Federer in the last couple times I've watched them. And but he did have a really poor performance at the Australian Open. So do we read anything into that? Look at that, guys. Whoa, I didn't realize it was that lopsided. Okay, this is not good. I did not realize it was that lopsided. Okay, so you got Thiem, 27 years old. This is really the prime for a tennis player. 27 years old. Won the U.S. Open. He's got a 5-2 lead over Federer. And look at this. He's done it indoor hard. Okay, that's Federer's maybe. I think if they played more indoor tournaments, can you imagine if they played some Grand Slams indoors? I think Federer had even more Grand Slams. I think indoor might be Federer's best surface. And we can see the Thiem has a win over him, 7-5, 7-5. They played in Madrid. Okay, again, 3-6, 7-6, 6-4. And that's another thing I noticed too, is like Federer can get out of the gates good against Thiem sometimes, but when Thiem kind of used to the pace of Federer's ball, he can start to just get in the zone. So beat him there on clay. This is 3 wins in a row, guys. I'm not liking this. Beat him at Indian Wells. I remember this. And this was the match I'm talking about. Federer came out so impressive, 1-6-3. I thought Federer was going to have an easy win because Dominic Thiem looked like he was having a tough time keeping up with Federer's ball, the way he was hitting the ball. Federer looked sharp. And then all of a sudden, midway through that second set, Dominic got in the zone. He totally was enjoying the pace that Federer was hitting that and started to just dominate. Then they played 2018. This is the last time Federer's really crushed him, 6-2, 6-3, indoor hard. Like I say, Federer's so good indoors. Look at this, guys. Grass. Dominic Thiem has beat him on grass. He's beat him on clay. So there's something about Federer's game that he likes. He likes to play Federer. That's all you can say. So we really, I think, have to hope, if you're a Federer fan, here's my prediction. If Federer can play anybody but Dominic Thiem in the finals, he's going to win the tournament. If he ends up playing Dominic Thiem in the finals, he's going to lose. That's my prediction. And I hate to toot my own horn, but I've been hot lately. If you watched, I called a lot of the Tsitsipas matches at Rotterdam. I called Rublev to win the tournament. Rublev is also in this tournament. So Rublev also took care of Federer in Cincinnati. I was in Cincinnati at the time, and we were hoping to see Federer play the next day or two when he lost to Rublev. So there's 2 Fed killers in the tournament to me. That's Rublev. Will he be tired coming from Rotterdam? And Dominic Thiem. Those are the 2 Fed killers for me in this tournament. What do you guys think? I think if he doesn't play either of those, which there's a good chance he'll probably play at least one of those players because they're, I think, by far the best players in the tournament besides Federer. If he doesn't play either of those guys, he wins. If he plays Dominic Thiem, I think he's going to lose. And if he plays Rublev, I think it's a coin toss because overall you got to give the edge to Federer there. And Rublev could be really tired because he did very well at the Australian Open. He just won Rotterdam, and now he's doing a quick turnaround. And now he's in Dubai. So Rublev could be tired. He could be tired. So what about Djokovic breaking the #1 record? Yes, the Joker. That's the thing. Those are the 3 greatest ever. Congratulations to the Joker. I'm a big fan of the Joker. Okay, so let's see some comments here. Federer hasn't played in almost a year, and he's close to 40 now. But let's not forget, we're talking about the complete most adaptive player in the history of tennis. So rules don't apply to him. I totally agree. I actually think Fed can make the final, says our veteran YouTube follower, Ollie Payton. He's back. That's right, he's back. Jason says, I think he will enjoy no crowd for once. Do you think he'll enjoy no crowd? Why would Federer enjoy no crowd? The crowd loves Federer. I don't think Federer is going to enjoy no crowd there. That is always a 2-against-1 scenario. It's always Federer and the crowd versus the opponent. So I don't think he's going to enjoy no crowd. Is there no crowd? Let's see here. Tennis Paris brothers, they say the GOAT, Fed. Is Federer the GOAT? I don't know if you can call. I mean, Federer. Can we call Rafa, Novak, and Federer? Is it a 3-way tie for the GOAT, or can there only be one GOAT? I think there can only be one GOAT right now. I hate to say it. If somebody said, hey, Peter, who's the GOAT, the best player ever, I'd have to go Novak Djokovic. I'm sorry to tell you guys that. But Novak Djokovic had a really slow start getting out of the gate as far as winning Grand Slams. And then for the last 10 years, and you can't say that Roger and Rafa are past their prime, that he didn't play them in their prime. For the last 10 years, Djokovic has destroyed Federer and Nadal and everybody else. So I think Djokovic is, even though he doesn't have the most Grand Slams, I think he's the best ever. That's my opinion. Roger's my favorite player, so don't start to jump on me about that. I just think that's what I think. Do you think Wawrinka can win one more slam? No, I do not. I think he does not seem close. Federer said he was sad when Thiem won the U.S. Open without the crowd, so he wants the crowd. Exactly. Of course he wants the crowd. I think Rublev is the biggest threat. Good luck to Fed. Rublev has won 22 straight matches. I don't think Rublev's won 22 straight matches, guys. Has he? No, because he lost at Australia. So I don't think it's possible he's won 22 straight matches, but he's won a hell of a lot of matches. So he's doing really good. Let me take a look. I'm just going to, you guys keep commenting. I'm just going to take a look at the draw and see if there's any more things we should worry about for Federer. You got Thiem there. He's a threat. You got not Opelka. He's no threat. Rublev. Gasquet's not a threat. Fukovic is tough. I saw him play at the Australian Open last year, 4th row Rod Laver Arena. I saw Martin, who played great at Rotterdam. He took it to Fed first set. So 2 out of 3 sets, he gets there. He could give Federer some trouble, but I don't think so. David Goffin, Fed just destroys Goffin. That's no big deal. Taylor Fritz, don't think so. Yeah, so we're really just looking at, I think, 2 threats in this draw. For Federer, I think he'll be healthy. I think he'll be sharp. I think where there's a crowd there or not, he knows how important it is. He knows the whole world is watching. He gets off on that stuff, guys. Let's face it. He loves attention. Roger loves attention. He loves it. He loves the press. He loves attention. He loves the crowd. I guess he won't get a crowd here. No one's really commented and let me know. Is there a crowd or no crowd? But either way, I think it's a big enough occasion where he's going to be super pumped. He knows everybody's excited about his return. And so I don't think he's absolutely going to need the crowd there. I think the crowd would help him. So I think it's Rublev. I predict Rublev could even be upset early. Like he might have to play Who would he play if he won here? He might have to play. Who would give him trouble? Might have to play Vukovic again. Yeah, I don't know. He's probably going to get through to Dominic Thiem. Yeah, I think Federer will either play Thiem or Rublev in the finals, and I'm hoping that it is Rublev because I think Rublev could be super tired at that point. Dominic Thiem has something to prove. He he's not doing very well so far. So this year, so he needs to get off the gate here and really play well. So he's looking to prove something. Now, the downside is we know that Dominic Thiem likes to get a lot of matches under his belt. The hard court, even though he's doing better and better on it, and he's shown that he can beat Federer on hard court, he certainly would much rather play on clay. And he likes to play a lot of matches. That's one of the things about him is the more he plays, the better. So maybe not enough matches under his belt. Maybe he doesn't get used to the surface and somehow does not get to the finals. Could happen. Could happen. Who's my favorite to win Wimbledon this year? Good question. I would have to say, okay, there's no crowd. My favorite to win Wimbledon is Djokovic. Djokovic is the best player on grass in the world in the last 5 years for sure. Federer, you think of him being the best in the world on grass because he's won it, I think, 7 times, and his game is just so grass classical, and he always gets to the finals. But if you really look at the numbers, Djokovic gets to the finals against Federer, and he beats him. So how can you say Federer's better on grass than Djokovic when they play against each other and Djokovic beats him on grass? So you got to give that to Djokovic until otherwise proven. I don't care if Federer wins or not. The main thing is he's healthy. I agree with that. Keep it in perspective, guys. Federer's back on the tour, although we want to see him win. We need to see him win. We want to see him win. Come on. But him just being on the court is great. It's a treat. Anytime we have Federer on the court, it's a treat. Let's see here. We have another comment from Keeley. He says, Federer needs to focus on his serve and his return. The rest of his game should click if he gets those two elements right. And that's true for most tennis players, right? But certainly with Federer, he likes to get on top of you fast. If he can get his serve and his big forehand, the serve +1 play will be huge. If that's on fire, you have big trouble against Roger. But against a player like Dominic Thiem, I think his conditioning's Dominic will figure out a way to get that serve back. So his conditioning is going to have to be on point. He's going to have to win some longer points if he plays Dominic Thiem. He's going to have to be, good at coming to the net on the right shots to beat Dominic Thiem. He's going to have to do more than just serve and return against Dominic Thiem. So I think that's good to get him to the final. But in the final, he's going to have to do a little extra. He's going to have to not. He can't be shaky. Sometimes Federer, when he's a little off his game, the forehand shanks. He doesn't come over the backhand enough. He doesn't come to the net at the right times and people pass him. These are all the things when Federer is not on top of his game. 22 straight ATP 500 matches for Rublev. Well, that's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so yeah, I mean, Rublev is playing great. Let's see some other comments. I don't see any new comments. Any new comments, guys? Any new comments before we leave? Okay, so my final thoughts. Do I think Federer is going to win the tournament? No. I think he's going to get to the finals. I think he's going to play Dominic Thiem, and I think he might not have enough at this point, especially we have to look at the numbers, guys. Numbers don't lie. Dominic Thiem is 5-2, and he's won the last 3 times against Federer. So you have got to put your heart aside and do a reality check, and you got to go with Dominic Thiem to win this tournament. He's younger, and he beats him. So I'm picking Dominic Thiem to win the tournament. If Dominic Thiem loses, which I hope he does, I know that's not right to wish somebody to lose, but if Dominic Thiem loses, Federer's going to win this tournament. So that's the big hope. Did Federer put out his calendar plans? Is he going to prepare for Roland Garros? That's another thing, guys. What do you think? Should Federer play clay? Is this Federer's last year on tour? That's something we probably don't want to talk about, but maybe should. Is this Federer's last year on the tour or not? I don't know. If this is Federer's last year on the tour, he'll probably play Roland. So him playing Roland Garros, I think, would be a bad sign for Federer fans. I think that means that it might be his last year on the tour, but I don't know. He played at the last, was it 2020 was a nightmare. He played in 2019, and that wasn't his last year. But I like it. I like, as a Fed fan, I like to see him skip the clay, let everybody beat each other up on the clay for a couple of months, and then just focus on the grass and try and figure out a way to get to the finals. And hopefully Djokovic doesn't get there and win another Wimbledon tournament, or figure out a way to win those match points. What about them shoes? I haven't really focused too much on Fed shoes. So yeah, I can go back to that. I took down the video. Anyway, did Federer put out his count? No, there's no more comments. Oh, here's one thing. We know Federer's got a big forehand. I should always put this up, guys. We're doing another. I'm going to leave you guys right now. And I should always put this up at the beginning of the show. Is if you want a better forehand, I got a free 7-day forehand challenge for you. So go to 7-day forehand challenge. You get free 48-hour access to it. We're starting March 22nd. If you don't want to wait till March 22nd, you get instant access by just a small fee upgrade. And it's awesome. People love these challenges. If you did the last serve challenge, you know it was great. I got so many testimonials. It's fun. You basically get video lessons every day. Plus, you can send your videos to me or ask me questions. You can win money. It's pretty awesome. So go to 7dayforehandchallenge.com. Sign up today. And yeah, let's go Roger Federer. Go Roger Federer. We'll be following him closely this week. So if you don't want to miss my updates on Federer in Doha, make sure you subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel. If you like this kind of talk, it's exciting to talk about the GOAT, then definitely subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you guys on future videos, and sign up for the 7-day forehand challenge. All right, let's see. No matter how, let's see this. No matter, we got some new comments. No matter who wins the most slams, Federer will go down as the GOAT in the people's mind, I think. I don't think so. Sorry. I think he'll go down as the favorite player of everybody. Everybody wants him to be the GOAT, but I don't think he will go down as the GOAT if Djokovic ends up with like 24, 25 slams. It's going to be undeniable. You can't say Federer's the GOAT when Djokovic has destroyed Federer and Nadal for like 10 years in a row. Think about that. It's true. You can't, you guys, Federer's my favorite, but you can't like, I mean, it's the truth. The truth is the truth. Djokovic eats those guys for lunch unless they're playing on clay. Okay, then Nadal has his way. So I think Federer's going to go down as the people's favorite, which we already know. He always wins like favorite guy on tour every year, sportsman of the year like every year. He obviously has the most endorsements. So yes, Federer is the favorite. We want him to be the GOAT, but if he doesn't end up with the most Grand Slam titles, he's not the GOAT. Fed playing in Roland Garros, good for his game as preparation for Wimbledon. Okay, maybe it is. Maybe it is. 2019, 2018. I don't think it matters what people think. If you adore him, if Novak keeps his game, yeah, it's hard to argue. That's right. If Djokovic doesn't get hurt, let me just tell you this, guys. If Djokovic does not get hurt, he's going to be the GOAT. I hate to break the news to Fed and Nadal fans because I am the Fed fan. Fed, if you say, guys, if you ask me, who would you have, you know, love to hit with one time or meet or have a lunch with or whatever, like your dream, it'd be Roger Federer. But Djokovic is the GOAT. He's going to be the GOAT unless he gets hurt. Court just withdrew. Are you kidding me, Ollie? Okay, I'm sad for Korik, but that's good for Federer. Does Federer have like a little voodoo doll? You know, Federer seems so nice, but maybe he's got like a little voodoo doll because that is, again, I hope Korik's okay. I hope maybe he's just kind of tired because he did well at Rotterdam, and maybe he's got just like a little nick and he's like, I shouldn't go there and risk it. That's what I'm hoping for you, Korik. You're a nice guy. I'm rooting for you to be healthy. But for Federer fans, That's good. I'm sorry. I hope it's not a major injury. I really, really do. We don't want that. These are great players. I love all the tennis players on the tour, but that's good for Federer. Okay, so Federer now he's like a shoe-in for the finals. If Federer doesn't get to the finals, I'll be shocked. Aaron, that's a bit unrealistic, but I have him around 22. 22 Grand Slams? Who's going to have 22 Grand Slams? Federer? Djokovic is only 33. I see him winning 30 slams before retirement. No, he's not going to win 30 slams. If he wins, come on. That's crazy. That's crazy talk. He's at 7. Was he at 18? He's at 18. He's not going to win 30 slams. That's crazy. I think anywhere between 22 and 25 is very realistic. I think Nadal can get to 22, 23 slams. And I think I think the Grand Slam race is between Federer, not Federer, it's between Nadal and Djokovic. And a lot of that goes into how healthy they are. I mean, again, just like we had Cork, anything can happen. We were just talking about maybe Cork being able to beat Federer in this tournament. He withdraws. So for Federer fans, it's not nice to say, but you almost have to be hoping for a Djokovic injury if you don't want to be the GOAT, because remember, he got injured not too long ago, and when he came back, he could barely win a match. It always seems so hard when they get so dominant, you forget the past. But Djokovic came back from like a wrist and a shoulder injury. I think he had a little bit of both, or a lot of it of both. And then when he came back, he could barely win matches, and his confidence was super low. He had Andre Agassi as his coach, not to blame Andre Agassi, but basically Djokovic, which I didn't know, he retired for 10 days. He told his wife he was retiring. He was ready to hang it up. And then guess what? Federer would, could be the GOAT. Nadal at one point got injured. We know Nadal can get injured out of nowhere. And Nadal, when he came back, did not win a tournament for 18 months. Like, Nadal certainly cannot go through an injury and then go without winning a tournament for 18 months. That can't happen at this point in his career. He won't. So Federer could end up tied for the Grand Slam. I mean, here's the thing: if Federer does end up tied for the Grand Slam record, and his longevity and all the other stuff that goes with being Federer, he is the GOAT. But if either Nadal or Djokovic break the GOAT record as far as Grand Slams, then they're the GOAT. Okay, I'm rooting for Novak, but also don't want to see Roger beaten by random players. Don't like to see that situation. Djokovic will be playing for 4 or 5 years. Yes. After Nadal and Federer retire, yes, possibly, if he doesn't get hurt, guys. Look, the tour is physical, and Djokovic's game is very physical. And we know that Djokovic does get hurt. So he could get hurt. That would be the thing. But if Djokovic doesn't get hurt, he's going to be the GOAT. That's my opinion. Okay, I got to take off now because I got to go. Oh, my gosh, I really got to go. All right, we'll see you guys. More Federer stuff coming up. Go Federer, go to the finals, and win. That's what we're hoping for. Subscribe to the channel. Sign up for the 7-Day Forehand Challenge. We'll see you guys in the next video.